You may be seated.
Hello, Your Honor.
Hello.
This is a case of Parker versus Morton.
Thank you, Jerome. Good day, everyone. Ms. Parker, in your suit, you claim Mr. Morton fathered your 7-month-old son, Aaron, while in a relationship with his current girlfriend.
Yes, Your Honor.
You say the only reason he denies paternity is because his girlfriend turned him against you because she's been unable to conceive a child with him.
Yes, Your Honor.
In addition to the paternity test, you're suing for $2,047 in back child expenses.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Morton, you say the timing of Miss Parker's pregnancy doesn't add up, and when today's DNA results come in, you will win the case because you're not the father.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, Miss Parker, how did you end up having sex with Mr. Morton if he has a girlfriend?
First of all, Your Honor, that's my baby father. Anytime I want to have sex with him, I'm going to have sex with him. You understand? Like, I was vulnerable. He called me, so, you know, we did what we did.
So, hold on. You have a child with Mr. Morton.
Yes, I have
already.
a 5-year-old son.
And he's not the child in question.
No, Aaron is.
But you also still continued a sexual relationship.
Yes, with the both of them.
Both of them?
Yeah.
You were having sex with...
I have sex with both of them.
With Mr. Morton?
And Mrs. Lemon.
And his girlfriend?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes.
Oh, so a threesome at the same time, or you have two separate relationships?
Threesome at the same time, separate relationship. If I don't want to have sex with her and I want to have sex with him, that's what happens.
Oh, okay. It just got interesting.
Well, the only reason, Your Honor, the only reason why she was able to have sex with us is because I asked my boyfriend to have sex with her because she was lonely. My desires, me and my little freakiness, I said, my boyfriend, can you have sex with your pregnant baby mother because she's in need?
Pause, Your Honor.
How would she know
Pause,
if she's not there?
Your Honor, that is not true. Before I even left to go anywhere, before I was gone for a while, we was having sex before then. She wanted to have sex with me. Your Honor, to be tight, they don't ask her boyfriend nothing. Her boyfriend about it all anyway. He had 2 girlfriends from the beginning.
So that's consensual?
Consensual or not, if I want to have sex with my baby father, Your Honor, it goes down.
Try it now.
It goes down.
Try it
goes
now.
down. I don't want to try it now.
When the last time you did it? When the last time you did it? When we did it, right?
No.
So ultimately, Ms. Parker, Ms. Lemon, Mr. Morton, you all agree that you were all in a sexual relationship.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Your Honor.
And so you also are in an agreement that there's a possibility that this could be your child?
It could not be my child because the timing is not right at all.
I'm not tripping off of that. I know that that's my son's father. I know. He looks exactly like my other son.
And so you're doubtful, Mr. Morton, because you say there's a timing issue.
Yes, she
So I wanna
supposed to have got
understand your
pregnant
doubt.
in May, but from my understanding, that's only would be 7 months if she
I
had
never
my son
said I
in.
got pregnant in May, Your Honor.
Okay, hold on. Let me get my calendar so I can just understand what's going on exactly. When were you intimate with Ms. Parker during the window?
The week of Mother's Day, May 11th, I believe.
You're intimate that day.
The only intimacy we had on Mother's Day was oral sex, Your Honor. How you gonna get pregnant off of oral sex, Your Honor?
Judge.
When was Aaron born?
December 5th.
So December 5th.
It only added up to about 7 months. Her boyfriend been locked up since February, and that's the guy that she was telling
So
me
the baby
that
was
could have been the
born
father from the
December 5th. So your doubt is that it's only 7 months from when baby Aaron was born to when you were having sex with her, and that doesn't add up to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
And Ms. Parker, when was the last time you were intimate with someone else before that May 11th period when you were
The only
intimate with
person,
Mr.
Your Honor, I'll lie to you not. The only person that I have unprotected sex with was my baby father, was Mr. Morton.
Your Honor, that's a lie.
Your Honor.
That's a lie.
She clocking
We down, yep, I'm clocking it.
You
Just
can't
like you
clock
clock
it, though,
mine. I
baby.
can.
You can't.
We
You
downtown.
can't clock
The
it.
guy walks up to her, they talking and everything, and he swears up and down Aaron is his. She had to keep reminding him that it's not yours, boo, it's not yours. I had sex with you after he was already in my stomach.
Exactly, I said.
But you told us that you didn't have sex with nobody
I just
after
said
you
I
got
didn't
pregnant.
have unprotected sex. That's
She
a lie,
all over
'cause
the
I was
place, Your Honor. That's what
Your
it
Honor,
is.
that's a lie.
She was all over the place.
Let's get some control. I want to understand this story. Your testimony, Ms. Parker, is that You weren't intimate with anyone else during that time?
I did not have unprotected sex. Yes, that's what I said.
Were you having sex with anyone?
Are you serious? Your Honor, listen, I do what I do. I love me. You understand me? I don't have unprotected sex with nobody but the ones that I trust. I trust this man. So yeah, every time I have sex with him, it's unprotected.
You think of me so bad, so you trust me too, right? You think of me so bad, you down to me, but you had sex with me too, so that means you trust me. You like me, right? You like me, right?
Oh, I like the way you do your thing.
Yeah,
That's what I like.
I know.
I like the way you do your thing, baby. That's all. That's all.
I'm about that work.
Okay, listen.
You tripping.
Ms. Parker, you stated that you weren't having unprotected sex with anyone else.
Yes.
But you're saying you only have unprotected sex with Mr. Morton.
Yes, Your Honor, yes. Let me explain my side of the story, because I'm trying to,
Yeah.
Before my boyfriend went away, I was pregnant by him. That's what they're getting confused. I had a whole miscarriage, Your Honor. A whole miscarriage by this man.
Now all of a sudden.
So what you're saying is you were pregnant.
Before, this was before, though. This is before I got pregnant again.
He was only locked up.
You're wrong. He wasn't even away when I was pregnant. He was with me.
So the bottom
when
line
I was
is
pregnant,
you were in
we
fact
was together.
pregnant by your boyfriend.
Yes, I was.
But you miscarried.
But I miscarried.
If you want more episodes of Paternity Court, make sure to subscribe and click on the notification bell. Listen, Ms. Parker, I'm trying to explain what my understanding is so you can correct me.
Okay.
I was pregnant by my boyfriend,
right.
Yes, but I had a miscarriage.
Exactly.
Subsequently, I got back in a sexual relationship with Mr. Morton, had unprotected sex, and I was pregnant again.
Yes, Your Honor.
That's what I wanted to understand.
Yes,
now let's move forward. At the point you realize you're pregnant, you tell Mr. Morton?
Yes, that's what I'm trying to get to. I told him I was pregnant, and I did. I'm not gonna lie. I told him, this is not your baby. Being as though I have a sonogram telling me I'm 13 weeks. So when I go to my first prenatal appointment and they give me a fetal assessment and they say, no, miss, you're 8 weeks pregnant. Your baby is due December the 24th.
So you went to your appointment and then your due date got adjusted?
Yes.
So initially, when you got pregnant, they gave you a certain due date?
Yes, ma'am.
And you said, based upon that due date, this is not your child because I was not sleeping with you then.
Exactly.
Then you go, because that's what happens, you go to subsequent appointments as you get further along in your pregnancy. They then gave you another test and determined, oh no, the first due date we calculated was wrong.
Exactly.
You're in fact, how many weeks?
8 weeks pregnant.
You're 8 weeks.
I was 8 weeks pregnant when I got that sonogram, and I went home and I gave him the sonogram to let him know we got a baby on the way.
What was your response, Mr. Morton, when she told you we have a baby on the way, they miscalculated my due date, and now I really believe it's your child? What was your response?
I had my doubts because of what she had told me.
You still had doubts. Did you participate? You have a child with her already. Did you participate in the birth? Were you there through the pregnancy?
I didn't go to none of the appointments. I ain't show up to none of the doctor's appointments, but I was there when
he's talking about Ern.
I have a picture of him holding my son when he first came out.
Jerome, may I see that, please? So, Mr. Morton, you say that you didn't go to the appointments.
No, ma'am.
But this is a picture of you holding baby Aaron when he was first born.
Yes.
So you went to the hospital when he was first born?
Yes, I was there.
To see him?
Yes.
No,
Did you sign the birth certificate?
I seen when he came out.
Did you sign the birth certificate?
No, ma'am, I didn't sign a birth certificate because of my doubts.
What is that evidence you're holding for me?
The birth certificate I didn't sign.
I'd like to see that. So you decided not to sign the birth certificate because you felt like I just have too many doubts. I don't want to do that. Have you been involved with baby Aaron since?
Yes.
You have. So you still have doubts?
I still have doubts.
He got doubts, Your Honor, but he on Facebook, my son.
Hand that to me. What is that, Ms. Parker?
This is a page from Facebook from off of his page. My son's hands always in the air, but you got so many doubts.
Wait, this is a picture of baby Aaron from your Facebook page. Mr. Morton, it says, my son's hands are always in the air.
Yeah.
You wrote that?
Yes.
So if you had doubts, why would you post that?
I know this man, you feel me? I know he loved people's kids. I know he loved children. I gave this man his first child. I know this. You understand what I'm saying?
And she feel like she holds seniority. She don't.
Once again,
she don't. It don't matter.
Like I said,
it don't matter.
I know, like I said, this is not the first situation.
And so, listen, this feeling that he steps up to the plate and takes care of other people's children, but does not properly take care of baby Aaron is the basis of your suit.
Right.
You're suing for $2,047 in child care expenses, things you've spent on baby Aaron since he's been born. And you say Mr. Morton's done nothing.
Besides $30 and some hand-me-downs.
But in terms of
a lot of hand-me-downs.
Contributing to the child care expenses that she has incurred, have you contributed to anything besides $30?
Anything, because I never did anything to her, but gave her that $30.
That's what I wanted to know. All right, so just the $30. Do you have any receipts from what you spent, what you've done? Thank you. Explain to the court, ma'am, the items, things that you've purchased thus far. I see you have diapers,
baby wipes, bottles, clothes,
formula, toiletries.
Yes, all that. I've been working almost
Is
a
the
whole
total
year.
of this $2,047?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, $2,047. Mr. Morton, you acknowledge that all you've done is the $30.
That I put in her hands.
Right.
For
right.
her.
For these $2,047 worth of expenses, you've paid 30 of it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to rule on this after we get the DNA results because, of course, that will determine whether or not you have a responsibility to care for this child. Ms. Parker, I'd like to hear from your witness before we get to the results. Ma'am, please stand. Thank you so much for joining us. What's your name, ma'am, stated for the record?
Marie Dunlap.
Ms. Dunlap, you are?
I'm Mr. Morton's mother.
Oh, you are?
Yes.
You're Mr. Morton's mother?
Yes.
What do you have to add, ma'am?
Well, for the most part, as far as support system, when she first had baby Aaron, she did not have anything because we were supposed to try to get together a baby shower. So she did have him early. So as far as support system, it was me and my daughter, which is Eric's sister,
and
Mr. Morton's sister.
And her mother.
And excuse me, I'm talking.
It don't matter.
It does.
It don't.
So therefore,
did you just let her disrespect your mother?
Yeah, real bad.
I'm sorry, I had to catch that.
Come again? Okay.
Honestly, I don't even know why she over there. She don't do nothing.
It doesn't matter. That's still your mother.
I do get my grandson.
All right, so ma'am, the bottom line is, you know what about this situation?
Well, as far as them two, to be honest, I really think that they never stopped dealing with each other from time to time. Even when she had the boyfriend, I still believe they were dipping and dabbing because him and the boyfriend had got into it over, I don't know what the altercation was about. But I heard about they had got into it. And it's several times they are together.
So it is your belief that baby Aaron is your grandchild?
Yes, that's us all the way.
Have you witnessed your son connect with this child?
Yes.
And you've connected with the child?
Yes.
When?
Your family accepts the child without doubt?
We do accept him without a doubt.
Without doubt?
Without a doubt. I don't share his doubts because that's ours. That's a more.
You know my doubts, Your Honor. My mother don't know anything about the situation. Every time I try to put her into the situation, she don't want to bother.
Thank you so much for your testimony. You may be seated. Where are we going from here with this?
I'm gonna tell you where I'm going from this. When you read them DNA tests and they tell you that that's that man's son, I'm going to child support. That's where I'm going with this. I'm going straight downtown. You got me twisted. Come on now.
So I have to ask this: are you all gonna continue to have this unprotected sex?
No sex, Your Honor. He's good. He's good with his wife. How long that's gonna last? Feel me?
I mean, well, what's the point of you knocking what we have? Ebony,
I'm knocking it because of the fact that this is the reason why my son is being
First of all, this is out of character for me. I have never, ever in a million years came at this woman like this. It's one thing when you sitting there stating facts, but it's another thing when you try and degrade me. The reason that I feel the way I feel about her is because we formed a relationship. Her whole pregnancy with Aaron, when she moved to that house, I was right there with her. Every pain, every time my foot got swollen, I wanted to rub it. I took care of her to support her and to show her that she wasn't alone. I didn't care what my boyfriend did. If he didn't want to be a part of her life, a part of Aaron's life, if he denied him, if he felt anyway, I ignored that and I still played a role. I'm a very loving person. I'm a very honest person. I've never done anything to her, and I have never told him not one time, Your Honor, to deny him. She's sitting here trying to make me load on it, and that's not the case. I would never do nothing like that to her.
And listen, I think before I go to the results, I just need to ask the question, are you two finished? Because it's become obvious that we're talking about the relationship between you and Mr. Morton, and yet there is still a relationship between you and Ms. Lemon that has a lot of unfinished workings. It's a lot going on here. Let's get to the results.
Please, Your Honor. Please.
These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics, and they read as follows. In the case of Parker versus Morton, when it comes to 7-month-old Aaron Morton, it has been determined by this court. Do you want to watch Paternity Court on TV? Go to paternitycourt.tv to find your local listings. Mr. Morton, you are Aaron's father.
Thank you. I told you, like, I'm not no, come on. Thank you. I need that paper so I can go down child support tomorrow morning when I get up.
Ms. Parker, you came to court with a suit in the amount of $2,047. Mr. Morton is, in fact, baby Aaron's biological father, which means you are legally obligated to care for that child, and Ms. Parker is entitled to half of the child care expenses she has incurred thus far. You admit you contributed $30, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
You came in suing for $2,047. Half of that is $1,023.50, less the $30 you contributed. So therefore, my ruling is for the plaintiff in the amount of $993.50. Is that clear?
Yes, Your Honor.
I feel like you two agreed to bring Ms. Parker into your relationship, and now it seems like Ms. Lemon and Ms. Parker got more unfinished business than Mr. Morton and Ms. Parker, and they got 2 babies together. A relationship with 2 people is difficult enough to manage. Bring a third in, now you really got a mess that's magnified. So now you all had the fun, so now you gotta do the work. I want you all to talk to one another and start figuring out how to work this out. I don't think it's healthy for anyone involved. I wish you all the very best of luck. Court is adjourned.